Okay, so we're gonna take this little piece of string. I cut like a, I don't know, 2-inch piece of string, and I'm gonna just throw it in here. Oh, I know you can't see me, but okay. So I just put the string underneath all the yarn, and then I'm gonna tie it all together just to secure the middle. Okay. Okay, so I just secured the middle. So now here's where the kids are gonna have their yarn, and I think the best way to do it is, I think we should also have the yarn pre-cut for all the students, because it's gonna be tricky to have them kind of, you know, grab a roll of yarn, and then have it fed from the roll. So what I did is I measured it by kind of going over hand to elbow, and I counted 1, 2, 3. Now my arm's a little bit longer than the average child, or maybe that, you know what, the parents. I think the parents can do maybe measure the yarn from hand to elbow. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3. I'm going to do just 3 arm lengths of yarn for now, just so the kids can intersperse, you know, the types of yarn that they want to use. So I'm going to start off with this, and I'm going to place the first piece of yarn underneath just one of the pieces of yarn, and I'm going to tie it like so. See how I tied it on one of the pieces? And then I'm going to, I think this will be the easiest, if we wrap the yarn like around 2 fingers loosely, and just spin it around their fingers. Then if you see the yarn that I just rolled up in a ball, then you can start weaving through every other, like under, over, under, over, under, over. And then once you do under, over, and you get around the full circle, then you can do over, under, and then you alternate. So I'll do the first circle. Let's see, we're gonna go under the first, over the next, under the next, over the next, under, over, under, over, under, and over. So I know it looks pretty cumbersome, but hopefully when they get around like a couple times, they'll get kind of used to it. So this is the first run around, and since I did the over under, whoops, I'm gonna alternate it, and they can look down at the strings on how their first pattern was woven. And so I'll scrunch up the other end, and then I will go over and under and over, over and under, sorry. Yeah, they just have to, the kids just have to pay attention to alternating, going over and under when they finish going around their entire loom. And I think that I've done 2, okay, I've done 2 circles so far. Now, you know what, to make it easier, I'm gonna just cut these ends so you can see better. Okay, so this has gone over twice. I'm going to just do it one more time just so you can see it, or see at least the results of it. Okay, so I'm going to go over, what am I doing? Okay. Over, under, over, under. Ah, oh shoot. Oh no. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. So you can kind of see that it's giving you, or giving me that weaving technique. And I've only gone over it 3 times, but you know, as you go around and around and around, alternating, going under and over, then it's going to end up looking like this. So once the kids, and again, we're not going to have the kids weave the entire 7-inch. I think just with the amount of yarn and the time that we have, I think it's going to give them enough time to just fill in maybe 5 arm lengths of yarn, or 5, 6, maybe 6 arms length of yarn. So when they get to this point, for the older kids, they can take the yarn from the slits off the plate, like so. Off the plate, and like this, and like this. And then I taped the 2 ends when I first started, so we're going to untape the back of the plate, and like this. Okay, so then you've got the finished weaving project, and what if the kids want to, they can cut the ends of these pieces like so, and then they can tie them together so their weave stays in place. Like this. Okay. Okay. So see how I can tie them together? Like so. And so then this stays intact. And then again, I can tie this one going around and around. What else? Let's see. So this is kind of like the final piece, that what it should look like at the end. Hopefully they weave better than I do, because this is kind of whatever. But anyway, I think the kids will have fun with the circular weaving. For the older kids, maybe 4th, 5th, and 6th can probably handle this. And I'm going to look up the one finger weaving that you had mentioned, and see if I can do that for you too. Okay, hopefully this was helpful, Alicia. If not, I can, maybe go over it with you verbally, and, we can knock it out. Okay, thanks.